Hi everyone, and welcome back to Closet Conversations. I'm Gianna, your closet conversationalist. I put out videos on Mondays and Fridays. On Mondays, I do Mommy Mondays. We talk about mommy magic, mommy madness, mommy mayhem. And on Fridays, I do Closet Conversations, and we talk about, well, we've been leaning into luxury. So we talk about luxury, art, fashion, sometimes I dabble into the closet thing, but not so much anymore since we're leaning into luxury. But, anywhere I can fit it in, I will. And then the conversation just goes wherever it does from there. And if you like that sort of thing, please click the subscribe button down below. If you think someone else would like it, please go ahead and share it. And if you like this video itself, please give it a thumbs up. And join the conversation down below by commenting. So I just chucked on this little scarf, like in, what do you call that? In full transparency. After I did the first Pochette video, I went and picked up my son, came back, and I decided, you know what happens with my viewers when they see me in the same clothes? They don't watch the next episode. So I have to turn around and look for something else and all of this. But since this is a series, I kind of wanted to keep it with the same thing, but, make it a little different. So I went ahead and I put on this Jim Thompson bandeau that I ordered the other day for a bag, actually. But I haven't put it on the bag yet, so it's on me. But in the last video, I forgot to tell you what I was wearing, and I'm supposed to tell you what I'm wearing. Like, this is part of the whole luxury and all these things, right? Fashion, this is what you're interested in. So, the bandeau is bandeau, twilly, small scarf, thin scarf, I don't know. It's a Jim Thompson. My necklaces that I had on from the last time, they're both Jamaica, if you can see. Ooh, they're both Jamaica. This one is Ana Henriquez, and this one, I'm not sure. It's gold, genuine. It's made by someone here, but they sold it online. So, like, I paid through PayPal and everything. I'm gonna have to find the name. And you know what? I need to find the name anyway because I have a friend who asked about it. So I need to. Anyhow, the dress, it's just a dress. You saw me stand up in the last video. And if you didn't, go back to the last video and find it. But, yeah, it's Old Navy. Old Navy. And my bracelets are, okay, let me tell you about this one here. This is a diamond bracelet. It's like yellow gold and white gold bezel set. I forget how many carats of diamonds it is. I bought it when I was 18 or 19. I think 18. Yeah, I used to make a lot of money. So I'd buy whatever I wanted. And yeah, I used to sell real estate and stuff. So I think this one I bought when I sold Michael Leachin his Miami property back then. And so this was my little commemoration. This was the only thing I bought. Everything else went to, well, I bought a house too. I bought a house, and then everything else went to like my schooling and other stuff. Yeah. Like stuff, to live for a little bit. But this was my one memento. And of course, the house that I bought. Now, these are the original arm candy, Prenate and Citrine. So, here we go. I feel like I have something in my teeth. That's why I feel like I do. But anyway, here we go. I said I would start with the Pochette Voyage when we came back. Why does this look a little... I hit this thing and let me see. Ah, there we go. There we go. Is that a little better? Okay. So I have Pochette Voyage. Now, Pochette Voyage is, so just to recap, in the last show we went over multi-pochette accessories or accessoire, pochette accessoire and mini pochette accessoire. And did we do the micro pochette? I hope we did, because I don't know where I put it. No. Oh, maybe it's here. It's here. So we can do the micro pochette and then the Pochette Voyage. All right, so this one was a khaki collection, I think. Oh, it's so dirty now. I use this a lot. So it always has my tape measure, which I'm gonna need now too. But I don't know where I put it. After that during that last thing. Oh, jeez. Do you guys see the issue that I have? I don't know what I do with anything. I just had it right here. I swear I didn't move with it. I swear I did not move with it. And I'm going to need it because I want to measure these against each other. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, it had dropped, so I found it. Right. So, in the micro pochette now, this was the khaki color. It was like a big deal a few years ago. I think it was the first time they were doing like giant monogram and all these things. So this is a giant on one side. And they did all these different colorways. But all neutrals that go with khaki, right? Excuse me. So this is a micro pochette. So what I keep in here is my tape measure, a chapstick, a perfume sample, Purell hand sanitizing wipe, a cord to charge my selfie light, the one for the phone if I'm out, and some medicine of some sort, and a hair tie, and a nail file to go, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, it comes with a keychain. I forget how this one uses. How you use this one. I forget how you use this one, guys. So let me just figure that out quickly for you. Is it like you pull it? I remember pulling something. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you pull it and it comes up, right? So, and that can hitch to your bag for like a bag charm moment. It can go inside your bag so it doesn't fall to the bottom so that you can find it, because most bags come with a D-ring somewhere up to the top. Most totes at least. Right. So anyhow, it's a micro, not to be confused with mini. So the micro is 4.5 across. A little more than 4.5. Maybe 4 3/4. And then this is inches, guys. Remember, I use inches. And then from top to bottom, it is 3. Could be 3 1/4. Now, for size comparison, that's where it is on a mic. Remember, my nails, it's the same day. I'm filming on the same day, so just don't think I've gone a whole week with my nails like this. But yeah, so there we go. So there's the size comparison. So it's much smaller than a mini pochette, and it has no handle. It only has a D-ring here, right? And this carabiner type thing here, I suppose you could join them up, which I've never done. Let's see. Okay, so you could have that moment as well. I guess if you want to put it on the handle of something, but it wouldn't go on a handle of anything else. But you could also always, as I say, use a longer, what do you call that? Chain, and put it on both sides so that you can wear it crossbody if you want, or you could see. I have chains. Don't talk to me about this. I have chains. I have everything that we need because I don't like to commit. Fun fact about me. Yes, I have a husband. Great. But I'm not so into commitment. I like choices. I like options. Now, having said that, my husband was the best option and best choice for me. But in terms of committing to any one thing all the time, it's probably just him. He's probably the only one who broke through because yeah, that doesn't, I always want ways, versatility. So, oh, I was going to show you a different way. That was the whole point of this conversation. Okay, hold on. So I was going to do it the crossbody way to show you, but remember I have another idea. So let's see if I can remember how I do it though. Tell me. Like this. So if you don't want to do crossbody, but you want to double it, you can do this too. So this is like a shoulder moment. So you would wear it like that. Shoulder moment. Right? And all I did to do that is I put the, let me show you. So both sides end up hooking onto here. Both, can you see that? Both lobster claws end up hooking onto the D-ring. And then while I take it off, you can see what I did. So then all I did was loop it through here. So I doubled it. So I doubled it and then looped it through itself. So I looped it through the key ring part, the carabiner part, and have one side open and the two sides of the clasps here, and I pushed it through, right? And then I just hooked them to that side to make a shoulder moment. Now that's for people who really like tiny bags though, and I love tiny bags, but I don't like to wear them on my shoulder. First of all, I have very big arms, so I don't need something small getting lost on them. So I use micro bags and small things, either crossbody or around my neck, actually, as like a necklace, so that they're visible rather than being hidden by my arm. So there's that, right? So that's with the chain. That's the micro pochette. But now look at me. I've already gone through only one bag and we're halfway through the show. All right, so we have two Pochette Voyage pieces here. This would be the GM and this would be the MM. The GM is Chapman Brothers. Chapman Brothers did a collaboration with Louis Vuitton in, I don't remember the year. So now I have to look for a date code. I don't remember. Where's the date code? Oh, I think it's in here. Where is the date code? Oh, there's the date code. Okay. Okay, so the date code is in there. 2017, guys. 04/2017. So that would have been the 4th week of 2017. Sorry. So this was done in 2017 with Chapman Brothers. Now this one has notoriously had a bleeding issue, but if you notice that it is almost all full. So now it kind of looks like it's supposed to look like that, and I don't mind. I'm not mad at all. So, but with the Chapman Brothers piece, it was their illustrations, like leading off into the actual, what do you call that? Into the actual monogram, right? Sketches, like illustrations, right? Of animals. And it was really cool because they did tissue paper that wrapped this collection in it. Kind of like how you saw the Yayoi Kusama collection. Like, it got pretty intense. But the tissue paper ended up selling, guys, for like a lot of money on eBay. And I think I had a piece and I don't know what I did with it. And it had like a tear in it. But I said I was putting it away to save it, to frame it, or to do something. And I don't know where it is now. So I'm not happy about that. Now, the great thing about a Pochette Voyage, it's not just open like all the other Pochette Accessoire, Mini, all of those that I've showed you so far. Pochette Voyage, well, first of all, it kind of has, so it has a structure bottom, and it's kind of gusseted. Is this what they call gusseted? Gusseted, so it can kind of open out. And so it can fit more things. It can fit, and then inside is not just a backing, like it's like leather as well, so you can wipe it. And this one comes with, well, the Pochette Voyage, all of them come with the card slots and an extra pocket, because the premise, this is a men's item, right? So the premise is that the man will put all his documents and whatever needed for the voyage, for the trip, in here and carry this like his accessory, right? I don't know. I travel with my husband, and my husband never has anything. I always have everything. So a Pochette Voyage would never be for him. I use it as a clutch, and it's for me. So we have this size, which is a GM, which is the largest size, and then we have the MM, and this one was done in 2020 by Virgil, God rest his soul. So this one was called, like, oh God, I don't remember, something in bloom, and again, okay, so I have an organizer in here because I also use this one with a chain, which I can show you. Actually, let me just get the chain. So I have a black chain because it came with my Felicie, my Pochette Felicie. I will use that one. I'll show you too when I use that one too. So let me just put this. I'm big on chains. I'm big on versatility. Remember, I have commitment problems. So I want to wear it as a clutch today, but I want to wear it as a crossbody tomorrow or a shoulder bag the next day, right? And I want the ability to do that. And I think that we spend enough money when we're spending on luxury. We spend enough money to use it as often as we want. And I know that there's a school of thought that if you spend that much money, it's never for everyday wear. But I think that would be my choice since I spent my money. So, no, none of the things that I have are like really for everyday wear. Well, I wouldn't commit to everyday wear, but yeah, I want the option to wear it however I want, whenever I want, right? So, so in here, it's the same sort of a setup. So you've got the card slots, you've got the pocket, and then a big open space, right? And it's gusseted just the same, and it's structured on the bottom just the same. But because this insert is for it, right? So there's extra pockets, not on the outside, on the inside. Right. So there's extra pockets, this card slots, everything like that. But then it has 2 D-rings. I think they made this actually for a toiletry, because the toiletries and the Pochette Voyage are pretty much the same piece. And people used to always convert the toiletries to handbags. I don't own any of the toiletries. I only own the two Pochette Voyages because I love the print. And when you can't get the print comes in only the men's items. It's either you get a keep all or a pocket organizer or a Pochette Voyage. Never like a wide range of things. So there it is with the chain. And what I did was I simply attached it to the D-rings that are inside the bag. But because of the construction of the bag, it comes through here. So it's fine. And there we go. So there's a handbag out of it. Yay! Alright, so that was the Pochette. Oh, I wanted to tell you the difference in size on the two. Well, you can kind of see that it's a pretty big difference there. But then I can go ahead and use the tape measure. And the is 10.5 inches across, and the GM is 13 inches across. Considerable difference. And then from top to bottom, the GM is 10 inches and the is 8 inches. Right. So it's considerable. The difference is actually considerable. So here we go. Here we go. Now I'm trying to... Oh, I only did that. Okay. So now we're going to go to the Pochette Felicie. Now, this one has 2 iterations now. Iteration if you're Jamaican. Iteration if you're American. So this is obviously a limited edition one in the animal print. It comes in a myriad of colors, textures, or materials, however you want to. Prints, the different prints, because they really lend it to all the different collections. So that, because it's a really good piece actually. So it's something that people will gravitate to, and the price, it is not as terrible as the other things that have gotten hit after hit in terms of price increases. This one has gotten its fair share, but it's still something in the affordable realm, and it's pretty versatile. That's why I think that people will love it, or do love it. So the iterations that I'm talking about though is not in the prints, it's in the the construction actually. So you see that this one stops here, and it and this is where it stops halfway down like a flap, right? Well, the other version is a flap as well, but it covers the entire front panel. So, and it's shaped like that. So it doesn't have the chevron or anything like that. It just looks like a flat pouch. And then in those cases, you tend to not see the button because the illustration or the artwork comes all over it. Now, this one was a 2016 piece, either 2016 or early 2017. And it came with like a textile lining. So it's not a backing, it's a lining. And it came with 2 additional pieces. So it came with a card holder that can also fit bills, right? And of course I had my monogrammed because I know, well, at the time I loved this piece and I thought I would just switch it from wallet to wallet to wallet, or not wallet, bag to bag to bag. And I did for a while, but I've gotten more compact since then. And then it also has this pouch in it. That is for, they say for receipts and bills or whatever. It's lined in leather, like a nappa, like very soft. And then, oh, and it also came with that chain, this black chain that I used for the Pochette Voyage. So, and it has the 2 D-rings in here so that you can wear it with or without it. When you wear it without it, you tuck them in so you can't even tell that there should have been a strap. I love that. And when you wear it with it, obviously it's on there, and it can be crossbody, shoulder, whichever. And inside has 1 extra pocket there. Now, the con about the Pochette Voyage is that it's small and it's structured. Like, people like structure, but when you have something so small and structured, it ends up restricting how much you can fit in it. So if you were to fit it with the 2 inserts, pretty much only your phone and maybe a lip gloss could fit. Maybe your key, maybe. But that's it. That's it. So if you carry even a little bit more, you have to take these out. Or you keep your phone in your hand and just use it as a bag. They say it's the answer to Chanel's wallet on chain. I guess. But Chanel's wallet on chain would fit more still. It does. I can do a comparison video. I'm just finding all sorts of content to do, right? So yeah, so this piece, I really do love it though, to be very honest with you. It's just a little limiting, especially like in light of, if you have any of these, which is the Pochette Accessoire, like they look pretty much similar in size, right? The Voyage almost even looks wider based on the construction, right? But the thing is, well, I guess this one's a little bit taller, little bit, not much. But the thing is that you can get way more in this than you can in this, just because this one is so limiting based on the structure. I promise you. So that's something. Like, this is deceiving. This one is, well, whichever. They're deceiving. So this Voyage is, but I love the Voyage, as I say. I only have 1 though, because there are some prints that have caught me along the way, including like the Yayoi Kusama one with the pumpkins. Instead of me getting the little card case that I had gotten, I was considering the Voyage because it was also the one that came all the way down. So it would have been different enough for me to justify getting it. And it had like bright colors. So it would have been, I could have said I needed that one. But, and we don't need anything, do we? But I couldn't, I just, in myself, I wouldn't get it because I knew that it's so limiting, and it bothers me even when I wear this one that it's so limiting that I don't get to put as many things in it as I would like. And it's just a very small bag. But it looks amazing and it's very fun. So that's it for the Voyage Pochette. So now I still have the Pochette Matisse and I still have all the Kirigamis. So we have to do a part 3. So I will see you next week for us to wrap up the series on the Pochette. As we are leaning into luxury, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you love my content, please go ahead and subscribe. If you know someone else who will like it, please go ahead and share it. And as usual, I'm wishing you a great week, and I hope to hear from you in the comments down below because it is a conversation. Thanks, guys.